What's up YouTube, Cap over here, and welcome to the Cap side. Today I've got an NU battle with Joey, and Joey I got from Reddit, and if you guys didn't know, Crump and I get most of our matches from Reddit, so keep your eye out on that. If not, our Twitter accounts are in the description down below, and you can just send us a tweet of some sorts challenging us to a battle. With that, let's get on to the battle. Over here, I figure I'd start off with Primate, just because Primate enjoys knocking people around. And he sends out Goldie Rocks, and Goldie Rocks is quite the name for a gold golem. So, there you go, some little wordplay right there, right? So I go for the U-turn. I want to knock off the Sturdy, just because if I go for a close combat, I'm pretty sure this thing can take me out with an Earthquake. And I'm predicting the Earthquake to come in as I send out my Fab Hat. Looking fabulous as ever, showing off that hat. Look at that hat. And Golem's going to set up some Stealth Rocks, which is unfortunate because none of my Pokemon like coming onto rocks. But who does, right? So I go for a Shadow Ball, hoping I could take out this Golem, but I don't. And he's going to send some more rocks my way. Miss Mangus is just receiving the poor end of this battle, getting some rocks. And he does. He goes for the next level play. Kudos to him for this. He goes and predicts my Shadow Ball and goes into his Ursaring. And his Ursaring is not affected by it. He doesn't care. He's like, what's going on? And gets the burn, which activates his Guts or Quick Feet. And at this point, I'm like, Miss Mangus doesn't want to stay in. So I set up my Solid Snake, my good old Steel Snake. As he goes for a physical move, and it's just going to do no damage. As we can see over here, it does nothing. He does get the defense drop, which sucks, but he gets some Rocky Helmet damage, plus burn damage. At this point, there's no point of him staying in, so I figured this would be a great opportunity to set up my rocks, as the Summer Breeze is coming in. And Summer Breeze is a song. I hope he's referring to that. I really do. So I don't know what this thing wants to do, as it goes for a Focus Blast. Unfortunately, it does miss, which sucks, because that would have taken me down in one hit. For sure. So over here, I play the lottery, get what I want, win the lottery, and I'm like, alright, Dragonair can come in here and start dancing around, so no point of Solid Snake staying in for the party. He's done his job, set up some rocks, get the Dragon Tail off, good day's work. So Gas Powered Stick comes in, and he can easily eat up anything this thing wants to take, or dish out. Or spit out, I guess, in this case. And as we can see, it does nothing. It's a Leftovers Lantern, so it's probably either defensive or special defensive and really high HP, so we're gonna have to deal with that shenanigans. But if it wants to Toxic Stall me, burn me, any of those, I am the Shed Skin set, so I've got the Dragon Dance, and I'm just gonna show off my moves, as Dragonair is feeling a bit showboatish today. But Dragonair is a great Pokemon. Last battle before, you didn't really see how good it was just because it got frozen. But over here, you can see the real potential of the Dragonair. And I go for an Outrage here, thinking it'll do a decent amount of damage, which it does. It does so much damage. At this point, Battery will get taken down by one more Outrage, and I'm still at a healthy point in my HP. And at +2, I can pretty much outspeed a lot of his Pokemon. So Gas Powered Stick is looking really good. But he makes a really good play here and goes for the Protect, burning out my Outrage, and I'll get the birds, the Twitter birds out here. And he's just gonna recover more HP. So I'd gamble over here, and unfortunately I do lose this time. And I take a lot of damage. I deal way too much damage to myself. And he just keeps going for Scalds. He's really, in some way, he's really unlucky that he didn't get any burns, just because he went for like about 6 or 7 Scalds and didn't get anything. So I'm really sorry about that. I don't plan this stuff out. So I'll go for the rest, revealing that I do have a recovery move, and we could do this all day. So at this point, he figures, you know what? There's no point in staying here. I'm just recovering. He's just gonna rest up, and the way this is going down, it's not in my favor. The odds are not in his favor. So he's gonna send out his bear, and I just realized that he's got Goldilocks and the bears Too bad he didn't have 3 bears, because that would be awesome. Yeah, no, I hope, if you guys get that, please make a little story down below. That would be awesome. Make a little story. So, over here, I knew I can take a facade just because I am defensive, really bulky, and I did put some EVs in defense on this Dragonair. So I'll wake up knowing that it's my 4th turn, and 4th turns I usually do wake up just because you gotta stretch out. You know, when the bear comes in, you gotta show him his way. You gotta show him to the door. You gotta show him to the door. So Goldilocks coming out as soon as the Earth Ring does come out. I don't know if he planned that. I don't know. It would be awesome if he did. But I'll go for another outrage. I get two outrages going on. I'm furious as Goldilocks and the bear comes into my house, and I'm like, this is my house. You gotta leave. So Lantern comes in, and I'm like, all right, we're back to square one. He's gonna protect. Once again, a really good play on his part, just because I will get confused after this turn, because after 3 turns of outraging, you tend to you fatigue out and you get confused, and you're a bit dazed and confused pretty much. So the birds are taunting me still, and unfortunately I beat myself up, and I'm like, okay, time to take a break, Gas Power Stick. You gotta let someone else do the work. So battery's looking pretty healthy here, still looking really scary. So I sent out my Love Tap, as Love Tap will take out this battery. And most likely U-turn is the best prediction, as he is going to withdraw his Lantern and send out his Wheezing, as I do know the Wheezing was in his team preview, and he most likely would want to take any physical damage from, or with a Wheezing. So I switch it out. Love Tap's not like, I'm not fond of this thing. It smells, it's got a weird looking face, and it's just looking not healthy. So I send out my Ralph. Ralph is my spect lizard of some sorts. I love Ralph. I want to use Ralph more often. He doesn't really get much of a usage at some points. But I figured at this point he'd send out his Lantern. It's either Water Absorb or Volt Absorb, so I just go for my Stab Hyper Voice, as I know that will take out the Lantern, because I am Choice Spect, and Ralph is nothing to think twice upon. So Summer Breeze comes in. I didn't know if I outspeed Summer Breeze, or he outsped me, or he could take me down in one hit. If he went for a Focus Blast, he probably could have. But he probably didn't predict how I was Choice Spect whatsoever. So the Giga Drain's not going to heal up enough damage, and I'm just going to go for another Hyper Voice. And Ralph is just putting in the work here. Ralph is just, he does not care about anyone. He's just going in. And then this guy comes in, taking a nap on the field. Come on, Sleepy. So I try to wake him up. I'm like, Sleepy, we're having a battle here. Come on. So Sleepy does wake up, eats his berry, noms a bit, stretches. He's feeling a bit feisty. So he goes for the Psyshock, and this Psyshock, flexing his muscles, takes out Ralph. Ralph could not handle Sleepy's uncanny power. At this point, I figured he had the Uxie and the Wheezing, so the U-turn is ultimately the best move here, as U-turn will probably most likely take out the Uxie, and if the Wheezing comes in, I can just switch on out of there. So making the right play, I go for the U-turn, get on out of there once again. Just he's been a good U-turner in this battle. And Fabhat comes in, as I do know he might think I am spect or choiced in some way, as previously a couple turns ago, about 25 turns ago, I just went for Shadow Balls. So I go for my Psychic. He thinks I'm locked into Psychic. He's feeling good about it, but actually I've got a little plot twist here, as Sleepy does take down the Wheezing. I'm not Choice Spect, I am not Choice Scarf, and I am definitely not Choice Bandit, because that doesn't make sense. I'm actually Assault Vested, just to eat up those attacks, and Sleepy will go back to sleep. So really good battle, Joey. You definitely did make some really good predictions at the start there, switching the Earth Ring into the Shadow Ball. I was just blown away. I was freaking out. I was crying, because that thing is scary. I have one Earth Ring, and it does sweep. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. And subscribe, leave a comment, leave feedback, as we are a brand new channel and we do like to read your guys' comments and see what we can improve on. So as individuals, we can improve as YouTubers and commentators, and we can bring content that you guys want to see and enjoy and really feel a part of. So we want to try to create that interaction with you guys. So in recent news, actually, this is coming out. Okay, so we're probably gonna have our mega draft, and hopefully we're gonna have a mega draft video for the RBL. So that's gonna be really exciting. Both Crump and I are gonna be mega drafting. I'm gonna try to shoot for something. I'm gonna give you guys a little hint. Either I'm gonna go with big attack, or aka a Tower of Terror, or something that the first gen has. And so that's my little hint towards you guys. You can make some predictions, but it will be revealed later on. So thanks for watching, guys, and this is Cap signing out. Dragonair could not comprehend those moves. They just seem to be way too repetitive.
Oh, yeah, there's man time, so it's man time. That's a great name.